Hey, hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, everyone? It is D Dunn. I am the average gaming dad. We had a long, almost 8-hour stream yesterday on the Call of Duty. It was kind of miserable. Game's just not in a good spot. So hopefully, we'll be cleansing my palate of that with some quality EA Sports Madden 25 New York Giants franchise rebuild. We are still number one. We have officially clinched. Why is my oh? We have officially clinched the standings. What am I trying to say? We officially clinched our playoff berth. Yes, we are the number one seed. Why? Oh, standings. Yeah. What is X? We don't have. I don't see a. I don't see. X. I know means at the very least we've clinched the playoff berth. We know that we're 11-2, right up there with the Texans. How are the Patriots? Gosh darn it! So we traded to the Patriots for their first round pick, which at the time would have been the number one overall pick. Apparently, Dexter Lawrence has made all the difference to them because they now are 6-7. So not good for our draft prospect of the future, but we're looking good. We're the number one team in the NFL. We have some tough matchups ahead, starting with the Philadelphia Eagles. If you look at our rankings, we are top 10 in offensive points per game, only 19th in pass yards. But then rush yards per game, we're number one. And then our defense is number one across the board, except for we are only third. You would think that only giving up 70 yards on the ground a game would be number one, but some team out there is doing better. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's try and get 2 or 3 games in today, maybe 4, but probably just 2 or 3. Weekly awards. Who won? Malik Neighbors and Taylor Bowden from the Giants win NFC honors for offensive and defensive players of the week. Feeling pretty good about that. Let's go ahead and get into our weekly strategy and then get into these games. Facing off against the extremely potent Eagles offense, but I think we'll be okay. We faced them before. We had no problems. I think we're going to be fine. Let's go through our drills. I think we've been incredible. It's been a long time coming. 3 seasons of fairly mediocre football. And now we have made the right moves. We have drafted the right players. We have developed players. And we find ourselves to be the best team in the NFL. I'm really, really excited to see what happens in the upcoming weeks. And, of course, what happens in the playoffs. Surely, if you were to watch ESPN in this Madden universe, they would be talking about us as a surefire Super Bowl contenders. And you love to hear that. Still don't know Dakota Boss's dev trait, which is surprising. Now I have to back out all the way because of the offensive line glitch. And I have to make, if he is not already, make the backup quarterback the starting quarterback, which he is. Otherwise, the drills just don't work. Got to remember to check that before so we don't have to go through all this rigmarole again. But here we go with Steve Ramirez. Been working very heavily on our offensive line, especially the interior, both guards. And our center have been our focus players. And it's worked out well for us. leading the charge, really developed our run game so we don't have to rely so much on Malik Neighbors. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Malik's obviously an incredibly talented player for us. But as we get into the winter months and into playoffs, the expectation is that you run the football, you play good defense, and you can win in the playoffs. That's what we have been doing, and that's what we will continue to look to do as we get gold with Ramirez here. And there's the minute time limit. Dev trade upgrade would go exceptionally hard. Have 2 superstar linemen, that'd be great. Not today. That's okay. Still working on Carmichael. He hasn't quite met my expectations to be the starter, but he's seen some time with some injuries, and there's a good chance he could be starting next year. If not, he's always a solid backup in offensive line depth, and just depth in general is a crucial part to success. I am toying with the idea of next season upping the sliders to make injuries more prevalent, to more accurately reflect what we'll see in an NFL season. I feel like we don't see them organically as much because we have the fatigue sliders all turned off, because otherwise the game does not function. And what we saw early on in this rebuild was that, 3 games into the season, our starters would just not play because of fatigue, and that's just outrageously stupid. So, without fatigue there to kind of more or less force injuries, we end up just not getting a very accurate depiction of an NFL season in terms of injuries. And Dorian Graham, I feel like, is getting to a point where he very well could be moving to the slot. We've had Malik Neighbors in there the entire time. And so maybe next year, that's the time where Dorian Graham goes from, second, third wide receiver to our slot. And having a nice drill here. Shouldn't have any issues hitting gold, it looks like. Hasn't been a big impact player that I thought he would. But, we are a run-first team, generally speaking. And we have arguably statistically for sure, the best running back in the league. And I think that at the end of the year, Joey Hawley will end up being a 99 overall. Insane growth from him. Of course, can't say enough about Braxton McKinney here. He has been a force of nature on the defensive line. Now, one thing that's going to come up in the next couple of years is how do we start to afford all of these big impact players that we've developed, that we've drafted? How are we going to negotiate the cap? Who's going to get paid? Who we might have to let go? Those are going to be some big questions. I've never actually done a Madden franchise maybe past like 5 years. I do want to take this one to maybe like the 8 or 10 year mark. So this could be uncharted territory for me. But that is, what you see in the NFL. We're seeing that now with Saquon. The Eagles didn't want to pay him money. They elected to pay Daniel Jones. which obviously in hindsight we know was a baffling decision, as he could have been the difference maker for the Giants this year and is on pace to break the NFL rushing yards record for the season. I was watching the game previous to this. He's off to another good start today. All right, there's all our drills. Let's get to our goals. Let's try to get 2 passing touchdowns. I think allowing 24 points or less is fine. And we'll go 350 and 450 offensive yards total. Hopefully no injuries. Like I said, after my diatribe about injuries not being very prevalent, here I am saying hopefully no injuries. Of course, you don't want injuries, but in real life, you have teams that just get absolutely decimated. First that comes to mind is the Dallas Cowboys. Quad strain for Strong. Backup running back is not impactful. Okay, and that seems to be it. So a backup injury, not too concerning. We'll do our upgrades and then we'll hop in and hopefully destroy the Philadelphia Eagles. Juwan Beasley. Love to see him getting some upgrades. +3 to zone is really nice. Up to a 78 zone, 86 overall. He's turned out to be worthy of that first round pick. And Taylor Bowden, could not say enough about him. He gets +1 to man. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he got superstar dev. Okay, so that's huge. 88 zone coverage. Where's his man? 71 man. Gosh, what a, later round pick he ended up being. All right, and here we go. We are going to play the full game as always. And our 90 overall New York Giants. Gosh, I think we started off as like a 78 overall team. There's Neighbors and Hyatt. Last week, incredible. 5 receptions for 287. We had 2 80-plus yard receptions for him. They just did not make adjustments with their slot corner. We made them pay. All right, here we go. 11-2 New York Giants versus the 9-4 Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, and we got to change quarterbacks. Playing in Monday night primetime. Always fun. Of course, got to get Hutch back out there. He's been the man, and he's been awesome. Let's do what we do. Let's run the ball. Although they are stacked up heavy. But we're going to have our way. There's Holly busting through for a 15-yard gain, 16. Good start. Nothing there, though. No gain on the play. Stick on the ground. I don't know why the right side of our offensive line, we have such limited success there, but left-hand side has been the way. We keep pounding that left side, and we continue to have success. We'll go back to it. Solid gain on the ground. 2nd and 5. Holly, not as impactful last week. 9 carries, 78 yards. Certainly had a good average. But one of the rare times this season that he hasn't broke 100. And now we find ourselves in a 3rd and 5. Go empty slot under. This has been very successful. Streak Hyatt. If they blitz, it's going to be a quick rip to Hyatt. No blitz. Underneath the Neighbors. And there's our third first down of the game. Successfully marching down the field to start. And we'll stick in the shotgun. I'm watching Hyatt in the slot here. We'll rip it to him. Oh, good catch in traffic. That one almost intercepted. But Hyatt holds on. And now the league leader in rushing touchdowns, Joey Hawley, is going to have a chance here on the 2-yard line. Broken tackle, but then a big hit, and that's actually going to be a loss of yards on the play. Let's get to the air. Be reading this right side, looking for Johnson, looking for Hawley. We got Hawley. Good enough ball. And he is going to get a receiving touchdown. Whoever picked him in fantasy is living their best life. And we march right down the field, 9 plays, 71 yards. Take about half the quarter. Eagles stiffened up there towards the end, but no one covers the running back out of the backfield. And now we'll see Jalen Hurts and Saquon come out and try to even this game up. Jalen having a great year, over 3,000 yards through the air, 26 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I think a few of those were to our team. And as of late, sticking in our base 3-4 and going zone has been the most effective. And so that's what we'll do here. They go empty, we'll pass commit. It's going to be a short throw over the middle and dropped. We've seen a lot of drops. I haven't changed the sliders, but we may have to up the CPU catching ability. I know you do see plenty of drops in an NFL game. But want to make sure that these games are still close and competitive. And a good run to start. Is that not Saquon? It is. He has no superstar designation under his name. But of course we are, what is this, our 4th year? Yeah, this is our 4th season. And so maybe as he has aged a little bit, maybe he's lost a step. Now 2nd and 2. Another short pass over the middle. Good catch in traffic. That's A.J. Brown. And we're going to switch to man here on 1st down. Bring out the nickel. Run up the middle with Saquon. Couple yards there. Oh, man. Bowden got lost a little bit. Was not there to make the play. Devonta Smith. With the reception and the 1st down. Eagles put up a fight early on. Another run up the middle. We're stopped. Okereke in on the tackle. The now grizzled veteran. Ojulari Getting to Hurts, but he takes off. And we have a 3rd down and inches. I think we're going to send a nickel blitz here. Let's press up. A.J. Brown in motion. And Goddard is wide open. I don't know what happened to our coverage there, but Dallas Goedert with an easy touchdown grab. No one around him, and we are likely going to have a tie game. All right, so our defense, not looking good. Not able to really run the ball effectively. Jalen Hurts had a nice scramble that kept the drive going. But we already know what's coming. More runs. Weak side run. Great block from Malik Neighbors. Nice juke back inside, and Holly's having himself a real hot start to the day. I think it's time for a little play action. And we are sacked. Eagles don't fall for it. They send a blitz. And they get home. That'll be the end of the first quarter. We got a tough 2nd and 18. We've seen a number of blitzes. Tempted to call a screen here, but we need a chunk play. We're going to streak Neighbors. Hopefully Hyatt pulls the safety. And we'll have 1-on-1. We do. Good ball, but good defense. Really good defense there on Malik Neighbors. Now 3rd and 18. Don't want to force anything. We are going to be a little bit conservative here. Go with the screenplay. Maybe it breaks. Likely it doesn't. I can't audible routes apparently. Screen set up. We have blockers, but we can't get there. Gain 6 back. Maybe we should have done that on 2nd down. And we'll see what the Scottish Hammer can do. Oh, get that. Oh! Really good coverage on that punt. But we can't knock it down. And we got to shore up the middle of the field. All their success passing over the middle has just been short passes. Pass out to the flat. I think that's Thibodeau on the tackle. And we're just not covering very well today. Got pressure on Hurts, and he goes down. That's Braxton McKinney making his presence felt on the interior of the line, and that is a crucial 3rd down there. We're going to go quarters here. Keep a spy on the field in case Jalen Hurts decides to take off again. We'll pass commit. Need some pressure on Hurts. He's got all day to throw. He takes off. There's Bowden. I feel like that's been a lot of his tackles this year, just operating in the spy on the quarter. Good coverage downfield. Hurts tries to take off, and we get a 3 and out. And playing a little bit of the field position game, we should have a returnable punt here. We do. Short return by Graham. And let's go back to that screen game. The Eagles have been pretty blitz heavy. Uh-oh, Holly's got a lane. Holly's got a lane. Get the block down the field. Ooh, we don't get the block, but that's still a huge gain. 3 catches for Holly, 50 yards and the touchdown earlier. And if it works, keep doing it. We're going to go back to the screen game again. Eagles blitz. No one in front of him. Holly is going to have his second receiving touchdown of the day. Eagles way over pursue. And we get back in front. So, despite having the best receiver in the league, it's Joey Holly out of the backfield that's getting us pretty much all of our yards through the air. Sanders puts the extra point through. And we're back in front. See if our defense can step up again. We have yet to see the rookie Dakota Boss with an impact. Or Azeez Ojulari, who is, I think, ranked second in the league right now in sacks. They go empty. We'll pass commit. Hurts rolls out, and McKinney is there. He is so fast for a defensive lineman, and that's going to count for a sack. As Hurts takes off there. Deep pass down the field, caught by A.J. Brown. Really tight window, really good coverage. But Tyler Nubin just too much, and that's actually Devonta Smith. Not A.J. Brown with the reception. Double team on Ojulari, but that's giving room for McKinney to come through. His third sack of the day. Dexter Lawrence, who? You know that the analysts over at ESPN were like, what are the Giants doing trading away Dexter Lawrence? That's why. He was not making an impact. McKinney slides back into the interior of the defensive line, and he has been nothing short of amazing. Third sack in the first half of this game, and the Eagles find themselves second and long. They go with the screen pass. We're all over it. Short gain of 3. It's BJ Stump. And we'll stick with our quarters. Guard over the top, pass commit. 3rd and 21. You would like to think there's pretty much no way that they get this. And there's Hurts taken off and taken down between Azeez Ojulari and Taylor Bowden. I think that's going to be a half sack for both of them. And the defense steps up. The pressure on Jalen Hurts. First drive, non-existent. Last 2 drives, huge impacts. Get to the outside. I thought Graham would be a little bit more impactful too in the return game, but he's just not. There's Holly, 220 rushes, 1,400 yards, and 15 touchdowns. A good season by any stretch for any running back. But we still have 4 more games to go. He might be threatening to have a 2,000-yard season. We'll start off on the ground here. Malik's unable to hold the block on the edge there. And it's a short gain of 4. So we can do 2nd down and 6. Over the middle, short pass to Malik Neighbors. Gets his second grab of the day. Clock still ticking. Rolling out with Hutchinson. Will take off. He gains 4. Not a very mobile quarterback, but just mobile enough there. Pretty good coverage by the Eagles. Clock stops. Make some adjustments. Oh, we got Hyatt down the middle. He doesn't know the ball's coming to him. It hits him in stride, and he had wide open field in front of him for a touchdown. But just unaware on that play. Hits him in the butt cheeks. Now we have 3rd down and 6. We go to the tight end. There's Johnson. Fights for some extra yards. And who is that injured on the play? I believe that's our right tackle, Evan Neal. Let's take a look at the depth chart, see who's going to be coming in for him. Want to make sure we have the right backup. That would be Rhodes. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. We're going to move Carmichael in. We've been working with him all year. And now is his time, I think. Big 3rd down conversion. Keeps the drive alive. This could be a big play. It just depends on how the safeties. We're going to just go underneath. Johnson again makes the catch in traffic. Go hurry up. We go to Johnson again, makes another catch in traffic. We'll call our second timeout, 45 seconds. And it was actually Andrew Thomas, our left tackle. We have another 3rd down. So our best offensive lineman now out for the game. Andrew Thomas has kept us, Johnson, Theo Johnson has kept us alive this game. Or this drive, I guess I should say. I think we got Malik. We're going to give him a shot. Off the safety's hands, batted to Hyatt. Again, he cannot grab it off the tip. And the Eagles are going to get a crucial 3rd down stop. Let's see if we can pin him deep. That's a pretty good punt. Please get a good bounce. Good bounce. Oh! Oh, yes! Yes! Fast punter. Eagles are going to take over on the 1-yard line. I don't really know what they're going to do in this spot. Looks like they're going to be aggressive and come out pass. It is. Okay. Hurts rolls to his right and then immediately chucks it out of bounds. Now would be a really good time for a sack. Hurts now under center. Maybe unsuccessful on 1st down. They go with the run. Saquon with a short carry. We'll call a timeout. If the Eagles misplay this, maybe it's an incomplete pass or something, we could get the ball back with a chance for a field goal. I think we'll go ahead and pass commit. It is a pass. Over the middle, caught and taken down quickly. Eagles don't call a timeout, though. So it looks like they're happy to go into the half where it is And they are. They don't run another play. So Eagles will get the ball to start the third quarter. This is a close game. It's a good team. And it's going to be on our defense to keep us ahead in this game. All right. See what Hurts and the Eagles can do. We have to assume that getting to Jalen Hurts is going to be what will continue to keep us in the lead. That is basically the only thing that has stopped the Eagles' offense. When he's had time to throw, they have not had any issues getting the ball down the field. There's Goddard again. Bowden and Kayvon Thibodeau in on the tackle. Speaking of Thibodeau, have not seen him rushing the passer very much. And they're going to go empty. And there's Hurts taken off. Ojulari can't get to him, and he slides down after a gain of about 15. We got to maintain contain there. They've done a good job, this Eagles offensive line, at containing Ojulari. Play action. Hurts again takes off. This time Ojulari is there. It is going to be a gain of 2. So not a sack for Ojulari, but Hurts doing all he can to will this Eagles offense down the field. Another short pass. Okereke on the tackle. Devonta Smith again having a good game for 5 for 54 as we just saw there. And now Hurts in the zone. 3rd and 2. Big play. Hurts takes off again, and this time Ojulari's there. I think that's going to count as a sack. Hurts trying to use his legs again. And they are going to go for a field goal. This is going to be a 57-yarder. It is up, and it is right down the middle. Eagles get 3 more on the board and draw within 4. So first half was pretty much the Joey Hawley show. On the ground and through the air, he was very, very effective. Let's see if we can continue to get him involved. Last time we tried play action, we got sacked for a huge loss. We're going to try it again. Johnson gets bumped, but he still makes the catch. Kind of a dangerous throw. You never know what can happen when your receivers are getting bumped downfield. But a good grab, and he's having himself a heck of a day. That's probably his 4th, 5th catch. We're going to go play action again. Rolling out. Give Johnson a chance. Another great grab. He is on fire right now. You got to think eventually the Eagles are going to back up if we keep play action. We can seal this left edge. The problem is we don't have our starting left tackle. Doesn't matter. Hawley finds the edge. And now it's 75 rushing yards for the day. Without him, I don't really know where we would be. Oh, good blocking. Oh. Good block by the fullback. That's our backup tight end there. Had a good block, good impact, but Safety is able to break through and get that tackle. Holly again, we have the edge, and Holly is going to have his third touchdown of the day. Could we see a running back at MVP? No, the game won't do it. It only allows quarterbacks to get the MVP, just like in real life. You know who has honestly been incredibly impressive in the run game? Malik Neighbors. He is always there, and he very rarely makes a block. We see him making blocks downfield. And Holly is just too fast. He's too quick. He's too dynamic. And on the back of Joey Holly and the play action pass game, we get down the field, extend our lead back to 11. And now we'll see what Jalen Hurts can do. We're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to start off in our nickel man. And Hurts is going to take off. No one's there. Fighting for extra yards, does not slide. And that's kind of a risk of running man. As no one is there to account for the quarterback. A little trap game. Kayvon Thibodeau having none of it. It's a loss of 3 on that run. Saquon, ooh, he got it hard. He's a little shaky coming up. Trey Lance on the sideline, clapping his hands. He's excited to see his defense making some plays. Hurts dancing again on the outside. Someone's got to get to him. It's another first down. Someone needs to have the wherewithal. I wish there was an easier way to get a spy, but not this time. Not needed. Ojulari finally breaks through. Gets the sack. McKinney there as well. And that is a big loss of 9 on the play. Now we can go to our quarters package. I think we can safely pass commit here on 2nd and 19. It is a pass. Short throw underneath. Good tackle. They gain about 6 back, and it's 3rd and long still. But we've seen Jalen Hurts run for 15 easily a couple times already. They go short underneath. Oh my God, A.J. Brown absolutely punishing would-be tacklers. But Jawan Beasley comes in and finishes the deal, letting them know. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 9. They're not. They're going to go for a 58-yard field goal. It is up. And that is good. So Philadelphia brings it back to a 1-possession game. We need a long, methodical drive if we can. Take some time off the clock. Get another touchdown. Oh, we had a lane there. We had a lane. Hutchinson not really doing too much. More of the game manager role today. And to that man, Joey Holly. Speaking of which, I think it's time for another screen pass. We have absolutely gashed the Eagles' defense. And we're going to do it again. Oh, big juke. Taking off is Joey Holly. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let him know Let him know. Hutch goes over 200 for the day. Oh my God, gets hit as he throws. Good blocking downfield. And that juke move made the defender look silly. They send another blitz. And we throw it right behind. Almost got sacked. Almost got sacked. Ooh, another blitz here. We're going to streak. We're going to streak high here. They send a blitz. This could be a shot down the middle. It's not. They end up backing up out into coverage. We hit Malik Neighbors. And now we can get back under center and do what we do best. Run the damn football. They read it pretty well. Hawley fights for a couple. Get a little power at him. Okay, short gain. I think we stick on the ground. A field goal here makes it a 2-possession game. We're well within Sanders' range. So we stick with the run. Ooh, and we're stopped just short, as that carry puts Joey Hawley over 100. We're going to bring some power. Let this clock tick down a little bit more. Tackled from behind, but just enough for the first down. And we are going to stay in our power set. Safety creeping down. What's our play action option here? Play action actually looks pretty good. Johnson, touchdown! Theo Johnson will go many games being very quiet, and then we'll just have a game where he just absolutely dominates. And this is that game. Amazing throw from Hutch on the run, off his back foot, delivers a strike. And I fear for the Eagles, that might seal the deal. Eagles fans aren't liking it. 7 plays, 72 yards. Take 2.5 off the clock. But the Eagles' run defense just couldn't keep up. They almost made some plays. They were about a foot away from stopping us on 3rd down. But now we're just going to sit back in coverage, bring out a lot of DBs, and make Jalen Hurts get the ball through the air and try and win this game for them. Pretty good start there. Devonta Smith with another reception. Gain of 6. Eagles go no huddle, play action. And that's deep down the field, and that is A.J. Brown absolutely cooking. Big strike. Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. That's what happens when we don't have pressure on Jalen Hurts. Delivers a dime down the field. And the Eagles are still fighting. They're not going quietly. We'll see if they do an onside kick with 3:41 left and they still have all 3 timeouts. I don't see that. They draw within a touchdown. So disregard what I said about putting that one away, or putting this game away. The Eagles just big strike ability. They have it, and we saw it. Joey Hawley, 226 total yards for the day. We're gonna try and get him some more receiving yards. The screen game has been working to perfection. And we got another one. Oh my God, that pancake block. We're gonna have to look at that one. Hawley though, taking off, another juke! And another huge gain through the air, all on the back of Joey Hawley and his after the catch ability. 99 juke move in full effect there. And the Eagles have normally we see some sort of reaction from the defense. Today, not so much. But I also want to highlight this block. Let's get out here. This is the backup. Oh no, this is our guard. Okay. My bad. Comes out and lays the wood. Oh my God, big hit. And another one. Oh my God, Pritchett laying down the hammer. And now, I need to go into chew clock mode. We're going to eat some time here. What a day for Joey Hawley. They run commit, get to the edge. Oh my God. They run commit. We're going to go chew clock. We're going to send this one right up the middle. Oh, and a big hole. Great blocking from the interior of our offensive line. That's why we've been using them as focus players. Eagles can't get off the blocks. Just enough room for Hawley to get through. And now 2 minutes left. A first down is going to end it. Let's see what we can do here. First down. Of course, sticking with the run game. Hawley pinballing around. Gain of 5. Eagles take their first time out. And this has truly been what has been the difference this year between the last years, is our ability to run the ball at the end of the game. Hawley with another 5-6 yard gain. And he might have a touchdown right here. Good blocks. Broken tackle. And that is Joey Hawley's, 5th touchdown of the game? What a day for Joey Hawley. Again, Eagles defense has a chance to make a play. But Hawley just too good, bouncing off the tackles and rumbling in for the touchdown. That's going to give us a 2-touchdown lead with 1:49 left. 69 yards. Nice. Phillies fans not happy with their defense. I cannot believe how successful the screen game has been. I cannot emphasize that enough. We've never had this much success. Typically, we'll get a few yards here and there on them. A lot of times if we try to abuse it, they end up, defense ends up, recognizing it and getting out in front. But today, they've just had no answer. Hurts with an 8-yard gain on first down. Another short pass out to the flat. Broken tackle. And that's a first down. Clock ticks down to 1:05. Jalen Hurts making some changes at the line. Another short pass over the middle. But we're there. We should be pass committing. Hurts with all day to throw, tries to scramble. Aziz is there! Hurts has got to get rid of the ball. He doesn't. Another sack on the day. Eagles have yet to call a timeout. There they do. So Eagles are going to use their final timeout here. Only rushing 3. And it's really just, it's got to be the coverage downfield. Hurts just getting a little too antsy. He's had so much success through the air. He takes another deep shot to A.J. Brown. This one is deflected, thankfully. Andrew Phillips on the coverage. And now whatever hope the Eagles have, it is going to be on this play. Throw to Brown. Knockdown. Where's the kneel down? There we go. Now we can come out in victory formation, and in this one, this is going to be another one of those games where the final score does not indicate how close this one is. Because this truly was a very close game. It was within a one-score game the majority of the game. How many times can I say game? Game, game, game. But Hutch takes another kneel down. And that is another win in the bag. I cannot wait to see these post-game stats. Hutch with a perfect QB rating of 158.3, 16 of 19 for 264 and 3 touchdowns. We'll see why. And honestly, Hurts had a great day. 17 of 21 for 217, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Had that one really deep pass to A.J. Brown. Rushing Joey Hawley, 20 carries for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hurts, 57 yards on the ground, but we held Saquon in check, only 2.8 yards per carry. But receiving, look at that, 6 receptions and 150 yards receiving for the running back Hawley. 2 touchdowns. Theo Johnson carried his weight, 5 for 51 and a touchdown as well. Malik, pretty quiet day. Only 27 yards. Defensively, Bowden led the way with 12 total tackles. He's making a case for best linebacker of the year. 4 TFLs for Braxton McKinney, including 3.5 sacks. 3 TFLs for Ojulari, 2.5 sacks, and a TFL for Thibodeau. No interceptions. A couple pass deflections for Andrew Phillips. I was hesitant about him, but I'm really happy with him. And what a game. What a game. Wow. Maybe we need to go more screens. Work to perfection. We do have an injury, and it could be a big one. Andrew Thomas, our starting left tackle, is out for the next 4 weeks, so we will get him back for the playoffs. But our starting left tackle and arguably our best lineman in general is going to be out for the remainder of the season. We'll see if that ends up making an impact. I think we're going to give the rookie the start actually at left tackle. Looking at him versus Evans, he's more athletic, far more athletic, same strength. Not as good of a pass blocker though. But we like to run the ball off that left side. And so he's a very prominent run blocker. So we will give him the go. And that is exactly why we use these guys as focus players in our training. So that whenever we need them to step up, we have that ability. All right. So on to next week versus the Miami Dolphins, who are 5-9. Could be a trap game. We don't know. Playoff picture still looking good. We still hold the number one seed. I don't see anyone threatening that. And I have a feeling we're going to see Holly here as Offensive Player of the Week, and we do 136 rush yards, 150 receiving yards, and 4 total touchdowns. What a day. What a day. All right, let's take a little bit of time here to look at our draft prospects. Really wanted Hogan. He's the guy that we really want. He is a true top 5 talent. But as the Patriots win and our top first round pick starts to slide, I don't know how realistic that's going to be. So let's see. What else do we really don't need anything, right? We really don't need anything. But let's take a look. Guard could be a position to shore up. Actually, one thing I was thinking about today was actually looking at maybe transitioning over into a 4-3 instead of a 3-4. And if we do that, we will need another strong rushing defensive tackle. So let's see what our options are. We got Marcus Marshall here. A, finesse moves. A, awareness. Let's set him as a favorite. Anyone else with really good power finesse moves? A power moves here for Carlos Allen. We'll mark him. Just looking for any A's or B's. Down the board, maybe not so much. Okay. I think we're okay at linebacker. We do also need to think about a long-term relief at the cornerback position. Any corners that look outstanding? Would love to see some A man, A zone. I don't see any A's in man or zone from any of these corners. We did turn down the draft strength class of the corners just because there was always so many just elite corners, and you just typically don't see that. Guys that can come out, corner, start day one. Safety, no real A zone. We don't really need safety, but could be, a future slot corner. No one really good coverage here. We also do need a punter. We do need a punter. We're letting the Scottish Hammer go, looking for great or elite kick power. Don't see it yet. All these guys are apparently power punters. None of them reflect that in their physical attributes. Solid to good from Patrick Chambers. We might have to get a punter in free agency. No one really standing out here. Okay. So that's unfortunate. All right. So we took a look there. What else do we got? I think I saw a storyline on here. Got a strategy session. Okay. These are always incredibly enthralling, really suck you into the franchise experience. They don't. Let's talk about the Dolphins. As Jeff Saturday is poised to win Head Coach of the Year, what did you see during film study? He asked the team. They struggle with pass blocking. Well, that's good for us. We have many elite pass rushers any player specifically, the left guard. So that would be Braxton McKinney in a defensive tackle that would likely line up over him. Maybe Dakota Boss, the rookie. We should blitz the left guard and overwhelm him. So what's the goal? Well, these are really stupid because they're very specifically, that specific player has to give up a certain amount of sacks and not the team. So we're just going to go with the easiest one, 2 sacks. Unlikely. It's not unlikely that we'll get 2 sacks. It's unlikely that they will be credited specifically to their left guard. Another flaw in the storylines that the game comes up with. But oh no, we're not advancing to next week. Whew, almost messed that one up. Okay, so let's make sure that we can do our offensive lineman drills. Okay, we can. So let's get to our strategy session. You know the drill by now. Contain QB scramble. Holy cow, Tua, please do not run the football. Surely soon we're going to know Dakota Boss's depth trait. It's likely star. I don't see him having superstar depth, but maybe. Joey Hawley was a superstar X factor and a 5th round draft pick, 64 overall. And now look at him. Now he's the best running back in the league. I think actually last week also broke Dakota Boss's streak. He had, I think, 4 straight games with a sack. Last week, did not. But an easy gold for him. Oh my God, I just started thinking about Pritchett, our superstar, our one superstar offensive lineman that we do have. Seeing him on the screen pass, just pancaking defenders down the field. Man, that was fun to watch. All right, another gold for Ramirez. Show me a depth trait upgrade to superstar. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. No. All right, and now Carmichael. Now these drills become ever more important as he is going to be our starting left tackle likely for the next 4 weeks. He's going to have he's going to be under some pressure. We all know how the left tackle is the most important offensive line position. And we actually did draft him as a left tackle. We thought he profiled more as a guard, and that was our position of need, so that's where we moved him. But like I said, we do run primarily off the left side of our line, and he is an adequate run blocker. Although we might not get gold with him here, as we whiffed. We don't, just silver. That's fine. Dev trade upgrade. No. I think you can still get dev trade upgrades on silver. Okay. Miss pass number 1. We did have a storyline goal to have him average 3 receptions a game. I don't think we're going to hit that, unfortunately. But hey, not every rookie is going to have a season like Malik Neighbors did in year 1 of our rebuild, where he almost broke the NFL record for receiving yards in a season. Was on pace to do it this year, though, but unfortunately, with last week being so quiet, we gave him a couple shots down the field. He wasn't able to come up with the ball, and that just kind of shows you what can happen. The week before, 289 receiving yards, absolutely cooked in the slot. But then this last week, we gave him some opportunities, but just could not convert. All right, and then Deacon Fields. I believe he is actually starting. Definitely not a pass rusher. We just like him for his athleticism and his coverage ability. If we can get a dev trade upgrade or 2, that would go huge. I think we did get him to star dev. So still impactful. But my thought process is that as Okereke gets a little bit older, and Taylor Bowden has been so phenomenal in that middle linebacker role now in his second year in the NFL and first year starting. If we can find another really good pass rushing defensive tackle to go next to McKinney, it might be time. It might be time. I'm going to turn on the light here in the room. It's getting a little dark. Go Browns, who got absolutely decimated today by the Kansas City Chiefs. I think we had a chance to win today, but I think we had 5 total turnovers, and you can't do that. We had opportunities to score and missed hit pointer for Ramirez. So our starting center is going to be out today. So now 2 starting offensive linemen out. It will be John Michael Jingleheimer Schmidt and PJ Nichols, the rookie. We drafted 2 or 3 interior linemen in the last draft, and both of them are seeing some time. But I think he is our best go. Another one who much better at run blocking than pass blocking. So we'll see. That could be impactful, actually. That could be impactful. All right, we'll do our player upgrades and then we'll hop into game number 2 of this stream, this episode. Joey Hawley coming off his insane 4-touchdown performance. I think we're just going to max out elusive back and then we'll go to receiving back. +2 change of direction is nice. +1 break tackle. Break tackle is now up to a 93 with his morale boost. Change of direction to a 94. So even though he was crazy catching the ball last week, his actual receiving stats are not very good. His catching is fine, but you can't really, he's not like a McCaffrey where you can line him up in the slot. Start working on some zone for BJ Stump. He's already really, really good in man, 90 man, now up to 88 zone. He was a year 1 first-round draft pick, and a lot of defensive upgrades here. Speaking of Bobby Okereke, still has 89 speed. He's 31, so maybe we don't move on. But I think we have him locked in for another 2 years. So we'll see. The injured Ramirez. Really need to up that power part of his game. +2 pass block and +3 run block power. That is really nice. So pass block now up to an 82. And pass block power is a 74. It's good. Then some backups. We do have Deontay Stockton. We signed him out of free agency just for some depth. Got him off the practice squad. There's Carmichael. Still really need to work on his pass blocking. +2 to pass block power. Okay. So he's a suitable backup. He's still not really a quality starter. But he'll be getting reps. So we'll see what he can do. We have 160 staff points. How can we make head coach Jeff Saturday that much better? Staff modifications. I don't think we need offensive development. Slow rating regression for 1 season for 1 position. Defensive development. XP gains for safety and training. So strong safety or free safety. Looks like we can do both, so we will max those out. And reveal a hidden dev trait for 1 player once per season. That's worthless. How about for our coordinators? Oh, okay. Interesting. Ooh, outside running. Stamina, acceleration, change of direction, and agility. How about offensive line guru? What is that? Pass blocking. Maybe we should have gone run blocking, but that's okay. Sure. Let's start. Let's invest some points in here. Okay. So there's 100 plus coach points used up pretty quickly. All right, and here we go. Let's hop into game number 2 today against the Miami Dolphins. 5-9. This is one of the games, I mean, at this point, as good as the team is, we expect to win every game. So we just kind of have to avoid, falling into some of these trap games. Do have to change depth chart. Get Hutchinson, make sure he's a starter. Nope, do not want to quit the game. All right, so we will kick off to Tua Tagovailoa. Hopefully he knows where he is. No, no disrespect to Tua. I certainly admire his competitiveness, his willing to put his body on the line. But at some point, you got to be a little worried about what his quality of life is going to be 20, 30 years down the road. I was definitely in the camp that he should have retired. But he's still out there. He's still slinging the football, trying to get his team into the playoffs this year. And he's immediately sacked. Deacon Fields, the rookie, right outside linebacker, making his presence felt. He is not much of a pass rusher, does have really good speed and athleticism, and shows it off there. That is a quick 9-yard loss for this Miami's Dolphins offense. We did have the storyline coming into the game, trying to get past their starting left guard, trying to get him to give up 2 sacks today. So that's going to be Dakota Boss. That's going to be a screen, but they don't go with the screen. It's a quick out to the tight end. Wouldn't have gotten the first down, but he ends up dropping it anyway. And that is an incredibly fast 3 and out for Mike McDaniels and Tua's offense. All right. We moved away from Daniel Jones, wanted someone who can sling it, and Hutchinson is that guy. 3,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Would like to see that more like 3-1, like 30 touchdowns. To 10 interceptions, but certainly having a quality year, way better than Daniel Jones. We trust him. There's been times where we've had to rely on him to carry the load when Holly has been ineffective or sometimes injured. And he's able to do that. But when you can run the ball as effectively as we do, why would you not? And there is the man from last week who had a big game. Only 50 yards and a touchdown, but still, he came up with really, really crucial catches when we needed them. Uh-oh. Holly again. I really can't emphasize enough how good Malik Neighbors is at run blocking, something I didn't really expect. And Holly's got the edge. There's Malik Neighbors down the field, blocking the safety, and that is just... We have the argument, Holly is budding into a star. He absolutely should be in the conversation for MVP this year. He will not because it's a QB-only award, but we have invested so much time and energy, draft capital, focus scouting, or focus training in our offensive line, and we can run it at will. So, a very short drive, a quick score, and we'll see what we can do. As Tua goes down, fumbles. Azeez Ojulari on the sack, a loss of 25 yards on the play. Tua has got to throw it away. And coming into the game, we talked about it in the player meeting. We thought we could get to them. We thought we could pressure Tua. And right off the rip, first 2 drives start off with sacks. And now we actually have a chance here for a safety, believe it or not. They're going to keep the ball on the ground. That's actually a pretty good run. Dakota Boss over the right end loses contain. Is that Achan? It is. Gets a fair amount of yards, but it's a screen. Ojulari can't make the tackle. And Goings. That dude is a monster. With his size, I'm assuming that's their tight end. Flexed out. Will tight end screen. Let's take a look. Is it? It is. Tight end Kevin Goings. Second year man. 6'6", 264. Holy. So they try and get him the ball on a little tight end screen. Breaks the tackle. But hard to come back from losing 25 yards on first down. Big punt. Opportunity for a return here. But don't get much. We rarely do. And if you don't know by now, I don't know where you've been. We're running the football. That one's actually contained pretty well. A meager gain of 4 yards. We'll go back to it. Oh, that's going to be a holding, I think. Pretty good run by Holly. But it is a hold. On our right tackle, Evan Neal. 2nd and 15. It worked last week. Let's see if it's going to work again. Over 150 receiving yards from Holly, mostly from screen passes. Let's see if we can get him another one here. It's set up pretty well. But the Dolphins defense recovers quickly and shuts that one down. And that's what normally happens. Make some adjustments at the line. Looking at Hyatt. Looking at Neighbors. Doesn't matter. We're sacked instantly. Okay. So after an insanely fast drive number 1 where we just ran down the football, little play action pass in there, we are shut down. That holding penalty really cost us. And we will punt it away. So far, Miami's offense has been completely neutralized. I think they're actually probably negative yards for the day. As Tua throws this one away. Azeez Ojulari was screaming in. And our punter is injured. So Gilliam is injured. And now our kicker is going to have to take reps at punter. We'll see how that pans out. Tua goes down again. Braxton McKinney and Dakota Boss coming in to make the play. And it seems like we were right in our team meeting. The Dolphins' offensive line just simply cannot keep up with our pass rush right now. Another 3 and out. And I'm just curious. I got to look at this. Is their offensive line really that bad? Let's take a look. Patrick Paul, 82 overall, 74, 68. Oh my goodness, 74 and 75. Yeah, that's not a good quality starting offensive line. Only one player that's that's 80 or above. The rest of them in the low to mid 70s. We should expect to be able to run the ball or to be able to get to Tua with a line like that. Start off on the ground. Again, stopped up pretty well. Dolphins making it hard. And this is what I was talking about not too long ago. Hutchinson has acted more as a game manager. But when teams have stepped up, and stopped Holly, Hutchinson's been good, but right now our offensive line is not keeping up. We have 2 backup offensive linemen in today, and I can feel it. Hutchinson's already been sacked twice, and we're going to need Nichols, and we're going to need Carmichael to do something, because right now they're doing a whole lot of nothing. But we got Malik Neighbors. Slot fade Merchant. One-on-one coverage in the slot. He is so good at beating press. And does so there. It's another huge game through the air. And Hutchinson delivers a dime down the field. All right, so the end of the first quarter, and the Giants have a 14-0 lead over the Dolphins. Despite the score, the Dolphins' defense has actually been playing pretty well. But their offense has just been non-existent. Tua has been battered and bruised already. And they're going to start with a run from Achane. Defended pretty well. Small gain of 3 on that play. So far, that's been the limited success that they have had, has been on the ground. We'll see if they try to continue that. It's an end around to the tight end. They seem to really like him. Breaks the tackle on Ojulari in the backfield, but ends up still losing a yard. And coming into this year, we were really focused on being a lockdown man defense. But it has not been that way the last few weeks. We've been really good in zone, just sitting back, getting pressure with our 3-4 man. And that's the thing. We haven't need to blitz. We've been getting plenty of pressure from our base defensive line. And we're going to give the ball to Hutchinson again. It's kind of tough because they've been pretty good against the run. Johnson breaks the tackle. We had Hyatt in the slot there, but we get hit and we get a hold. Oh, man, we're really feeling those injuries today. Another holding call on Evan Neal. We are really, really feeling the injuries to the offensive line today. I feel like we're going to have to rely on the quick passing game, but that's just not really how our offensive works. We're running the ball, shots down the field. We got Hyatt, but we overthrow him. Opportunity for a deep shot there. Hutchinson cannot connect. And we're just going to play it safe. Go with the screen. Get a few back, but we're going to have to punt. We felt so much pressure already today. And so I just don't trust us to hold up for a deep pass down the field. So really, drive one was amazing. The next two drives, not so much, even though, of course, we did have that one deep shot to Malik, but it's really been our defense. If Miami can figure out how to get the ball down the field, we would be in some trouble. But fortunately for us, our defensive line has been menacing. Two has been sacked multiple times, including one there. They go with a little flare out to the back. They have it covered up pretty well. This is actually pretty indicative of Miami's offense in real life. A lot of screens and short passes. And that's going to be 2 sacks right now for Dakota Boss, the rookie. He missed out last week. It broke his streak of 4 or 5 consecutive games with a sack. Last week had none, but already with 2 on the board today. And Miami is going to punt again. Big hit on Graham. So what do? I guess we still try to run the ball. See, our left tackle couldn't seal the edge there. And we end up losing a yard. And really, it's just Holly's speed that's getting us any yards. It's not our blocking. And again, find ourselves in a 3rd and relatively long. Wow. Try to go to Malik underneath. Great defensive play. And again, we will punt. I don't think we had a defensive battle on our bingo card against the Miami Dolphins. And Gillum is actually still out there. It said he was injured and that our kicker would be coming in to punt, but it was Gillum that last, so I guess not injured after all. We pass commit here as we anticipated the Dolphins trying to get down the field with under 2 minutes left through the passing game, but they go with the run on first, play action. Tua with all the time in the world. Dumps underneath. No gain on that one. Tua's going to take off. And Taylor Bowden is there. So Miami's going to call a timeout. 3rd down and 10. And we'll stick with our strategy. We're going to flood the zone with DBs. And Tua is just really not even trying to get the ball down the field. They go with the screen. It's another tight end screen. This time very effective. Tua got hit as he threw, I think, but they convert. Big conversion there. That tight end screen is actually really effective. Really focused on getting him the ball. Tua, there's a shot down the field. Throws into double coverage. There's McLeod and Jawan Beasley in coverage. Tua tries to take off. Bowden's going to secure his 5th tackle off of that one. 3rd down, 20 seconds left. And Aziz comes in from behind. We get the sack. Only less than 10 seconds left. We're not going to call a timeout. But Miami is. So it looks like Miami is going to line up here for a Hail Mary. And Tua is hit as he throws. So we have a second. We're already up 2 scores. I see no need to try and chuck one down the field. We're just going to run the ball. And it's another short gain. So the story really has been Miami's defense really stepping up. We've also had some really bad penalties that have cost us. We've been hit as we throw. So our backup linemen are really not stepping up in the way that we need them to. And if Miami had any sort of offense going right now, we could be in some serious trouble. We got to figure out a way to get the ball down the field. All right, Malik Neighbors, close to 1,600 yards on the season. 1 big catch today. But I'm really focused on trying to get the running game going. That's our bread and butter. Here we have a pretty good run. Oh my God. Juked out of their shoes. Holly finally with a good gain. Let's stick with it. Safety's creeping up. Got high across it over the middle. Big hit, but he manages to hang on. And that's really what we're looking for. Running the ball, play action passes. Try and keep these penalties down. Shocking that we have close to 100 yards already. Certainly hasn't felt that way. Good ball to Johnson. He's upended. There's the play action pass. So Miami really selling out versus the run. We felt it. Oh, we got it. Holly's just too fast. And that's all we need. we don't need our offensive linemen to just dominate. Obviously, that helps. But Holly's so fast and so dynamic. We just need them to hold their blocks long enough to get to the edge, and then his speed can take care of the rest. So we finally get back into the scoring column here in the third quarter with a touchdown. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, none in the second, and we start off our opening drive with a touchdown. That feels good. That's what this team does, or should do. Uh-oh. Oh my God. That was dangerous. So good field position here for the Dolphins. They're going to take over at the 37-yard line after a pretty good return. We'll see what adjustments the Dolphins have made from their side. And see if maybe they can protect two a little bit better. Maybe they get Devon Achane more involved in the run game. Plenty of time to throw there. And they do get Achane involved. Time through the air. Uh-oh. Under pressure. And Tua throws it away. Wisely. We've seen him hold the ball way too long a couple of times. Gets rid of it there, feeling the pressure. Oh my God. Taylor Bowden almost with an interception there. Looked like Tua was trying to get like maybe a back shoulder throw or something to the crosser over the middle. Dropped interception. Something we also haven't seen from our defense in recent weeks has been turnovers. We've been pretty good throughout the year about getting interceptions. In the latter half of the year, we've had a number of fumbles forced, but very few recovered. And let's see if we can get this run game. Ooh. No, we're going to stick on the ground. Oh, man. If we make that safety miss right there, we might have had a gain. Maybe just pound it inside is the wave. Try and go with a trap. Does not work. Loss of 2. All right. We're just going to dump it off underneath. Feeling the pressure. Didn't have time to set up and throw. We're going to go with a screen. Wow. They had it blocked up either way. Even if we throw that, I don't think that's going to end up being successful. We end up getting sacked anyway. And again, Miami's defense has really stepped up. I think they're going to have an opportunity for return. But not a good one. Short gain there. But unfortunately for the Dolphins, they have not threatened us at all offensively. Tua down. There's McKinney. We expected him to be a presence with their interior of their offensive line being a huge weak point. And we see it again there. Loss of 12. Now they're going to come out in the I. Tua going under center. And Tua on the run. Thankfully, he slides. And a long 3rd and 17. Dolphins have found themselves in this situation all game long. It's a screen. Nothing there. We might end up blanking the Dolphins at this rate. Stupid fly. All right. So running games have been pretty hit or miss, but at the very least, we're taking time off the clock. But these next 4 weeks could be bad if we don't get our starting left tackle back. Okay, we get gifted one there. But again, just not a whole lot going on in the run game. We're gonna put the ball in Hutchinson's hands. Obviously, we feel like this game's already out of reach for the Dolphins, given their offensive issues. Oh my God, what a catch and throw. Theo Johnson, again, good week last week. And having a pretty nice game here. Another sack. Really don't know what to say. Except for injuries matter. Injuries matter. 2nd and 19. Let's just try and get a little screen pass going again. Try and get some yards back. Last one ended in a sack. We have it set up here, though. Oh, my God. What a juke! What a juke! Holly is the best! Just get it in his hands. And he is that guy. What a run after the catch. I thought that was bottled up. Good blocking downfield. But just when they thought that he had him, that they had him. Just when they thought they had Holly. Look at it. Look at this. This resulted in a touchdown. Just the cutback and then the speed. Oh my goodness. I think this one's out of reach for the Dolphins. They haven't even had a field goal attempt. And the screen game really bails us out. As it did last week. We've been unable to stretch the ball down the field, but we get a big play there. And now let's see if the Dolphins can at least get a score on the board. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Okay. Uncovered in the flat was the tight end, or maybe wide receiver. Number 9, probably a receiver, but now that we're here in year 4, need to start remembering names of these drafted players as they're starting to work their way into starting lineups. There's 0 Goings. They've tried to get him the ball a lot. They've run 3 screen passes to him so far. That one just a short throw over the middle, gets him a gain of 6. Another audible by Tua. Looks like they're flipping the play to the short side of the field. There's number 9 again, this time dropping the football. I think after this game we're going to change the sliders. We're going to make the catching ability from these wide receivers a little bit better. Again, not uncommon to see drops in the NFL, but we're seeing some guys catch absolute or drop wide open balls. So I want to make sure these games stay competitive, and if that involves making the CPU even better on all Madden, then we will. 4th and 4. Crunch time for the Dolphins. Trying desperately to at least get some points on the board. There's number 9. He makes that catch for a first down. Jackson. Okay. 9 on the Dolphins is Jackson. Clock ticks down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Tua surveilling. Another short throw over the middle. Goings, the tight end. I love number 0. I love seeing that. The Dolphins may be finally putting together their first scoring drive here late in the 4th. So far we have had no pressure on Tua. Goings again. Someone stop Goings. Let's switch over to a nickel. Let's run some man. Let's press up on these receivers. There we go. Really tight coverage on the play. Not that we need to dominate the Dolphins anymore, but if we can blank them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. BJ Stump got cooked a little bit there. There's Jalen Waddle. God, he's got to be in his early 30s by now. But with enough speed to break away from BJ Stump. Tua hit as he throws. This one goes out the back of the end zone. Finally gets some pressure on Tua this drive. I'm sure our defensive line is exhausted. They've been chasing him down all day. Waddle goes in motion, and Tua goes down right on cue. Dakota Boss with his 3rd sack. So pretty upset that he lost his sack streak last game, and making his presence felt. Tua may retire after this game. He's been hit a lot. 3rd and 14, familiar territory. It's another screen pass. We're all over it. There's the defensive tackle out covering the screenplay. As athletic as any interior lineman that you will see in the league. And that's going to be the end of the drive. Ojulari cannot be stopped. Breaks through the double team. Takes down Tua. And let's try and pound the rock and get out of here with a win. And by pound the rock, I mean throw a touchdown to Malik Neighbors. Throw it away. Nothing open downfield. What are we doing? What are we doing? What am I doing? We're up 28 with 3 minutes left. Run the football. questionable play calling from Jeff Saturday. And even though Holly has broken 100 yards for the game, we have had more negative plays today than we have in weeks. Oh no. But a flag on the play. Is this going to be holding? It is. If it's Neal, no. It's the guard this time. Pritchett. So we had the game-winning first down right there. Ooh, almost get the first down there. Gain of 6. We'll have to settle for another punt. Angled nicely. Good coverage there. And Dolphins beware, Azeez Ojulari is in the zone. Does not matter. Achan out of the backfield, or maybe lined up in the slot there with the reception. And there's the 2-minute warning. We also know later in the season in New York, it's cold, and we already know Tua and the Dolphins, when the temperature drops below 40 degrees, they cannot win. Wow, Ojulari gets pancaked. Tua with all sorts of time, and Goings drops the ball over the middle. The best coverage they've had all game long. And it's a drop. Now Goings, they forced him the ball a lot, but he is only like a low 70s overall player. He is not elite by any means. So maybe not a surprising drop. But definitely stalls their drive. 3rd down and 10. Another double team on Ojulari. Tua takes off and then ends up chucking it out of bounds. Tua takes a deep shot. You can kind of see his lack of arm strength there. Just kind of dies. Can't really lead the receiver. And now surely we can run the ball and get out of here with a win. Let's go with the chew clock. Miami actually calls a timeout. Hawley, though, stopped short. But Hawley is inevitable. And that's going to be the game. Run the ball one more time. Almost another touchdown. And I am going to be incredibly petty. I'm going to call a timeout and kick a field goal. With 2 seconds left, I'm going to be that asshole. Let's get the rookie another kick under his belt. We make this 31-0. Really rubbing it in. We absolutely decimate the Dolphins on the back of an amazing defensive performance. Again, if the Dolphins could have gotten anything going, this game could have been really, really close. Holly, 19 for 158, just continues to be the best running back in the league. He also leads the team in receiving, 3 for 61. Nope, Neighbors actually had one catch for 73 yards, of course, so he leads the league in yards. But really the strength today, yeah. So our two backups, Carmichael and Nichols, are the ones that give up our 4 sacks. Did we accomplish our goal of forcing their left guard to give up sacks? We do. The left guard actually gives up 2 sacks, so we actually accomplished that goal. I didn't think we would, but we do. And defensively, this is where we shined. Taylor Bowden again leads the team in tackles with 9. 3 TFLs for Boss, McKinney, and Ojolari. 2 for Fields. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sacks on the day. 3 from the rookie, 2 from Ojolari, 1 from Fields, and 1 from McKinney. No picks, but some pass deflections. What a defensive performance. I mean, we have, 2 high 80, low 90 pass rushers on the defensive line. Kayvon Thibodeau is like an 88 overall. He's a great pass rusher. They just couldn't be stopped. Dakota Boss gets a well-deserved upgrade here on his 3 sack performance. Plus 3 awareness, plus 2 tackle. Not great, but still have yet to see his depth trait. Hyatt with an upgrade. He gets to an 80 overall mark. And Gillian, who we thought was going to be out with injury, ends up staying in the game, although he will not be with us next year. And then PJ Nichols, who really struggled, giving up 2 sacks today, will invest his 1 point in pass protector. Plus 2 to pass block power. It's marginal. Pass block is still a 69 overall. Nice, but not nice. And there we go. So let's check our storyline from our strategy session. I think we did accomplish this goal. Really solid win. I'm frustrated that we didn't do a good job pressuring the guard. We did, though. We did. He gave up 2 sacks, which was the goal. So another phenomenal storyline from the game. But at least it doesn't hurt us. At least it doesn't hurt us. All right, so there was our 2 games today. Some really good ones. We are now 13-2, facing off against the maligned Dallas Cowboys at 7-8. A really good football team that's just underperforming, much like real life. And then the Raiders in Week 18 before we hit the playoffs. So next episode will be the end of the 2027 NFL regular season. Let's take a look. I want to take a look at the stats, see where we're at, because we did have some long-term season goals. Holly was supposed to hit 1,700 yards rushing. He is at 1,681. He is on pace to break 2,000 yards. He also has 19 touchdowns on the season. Malik Neighbors has been really slow these last few weeks, but still, well, I guess 3 weeks ago, he had a 289-yard receiving game. But still the last couple weeks. But he's approaching 1,600 yards. Our goal is to get him to 1,800 receiving yards by the end of the day, or by the end of the year. Joey Hawley, 589 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. He's been incredible, of course. Defensively, Taylor Bowden, 116 tackles. 29 TFLs from Ojolari, including 18 sacks. And Dakota Boss coming in as a starter late in the year, around week 6, I think, already up to 9 sacks. McKinney 16.5, Ojolari 18. That is some really good stuff. Let's take a look at the awards, see where we're at. MVP is looking to be Patrick Mahomes. Joey Hawley actually breaks the top 10. For MVP votes, the only non-QB on the list, Jeff Saturday, former Indianapolis Colts legend turned head coach, looking to get his first trophy. And then conference-wise, Offensive Player of the Year is going to be Joey Hawley or Malik Neighbors, likely Hawley. Defensive Player of the Year is going to be a giant. We have Ojulari, Bowden, and McKinney at the top 3 spots for Defensive Player of the Year. Let's see. Who the hell is Sherman? Wow. Okay, so our backup tight end is technically in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's been seeing some playing time when Theo Johnson's been injured, and he's been actually pretty good. Dakota Boss looking to wrap up Defensive Rookie of the Year. Best QB, Hutchinson's up there. He's in the number 6 spot. Best running back, of course, is going to be Joey Hawley. Best wide receivers, of course, going to be Malik Neighbors. Any linemen? Yep. Oh, good. Our backup left tackle, who barely plays, is up there. But our starting center, Steve Ramirez, in the mix. Best defensive line is going to be Ojulari or McKinney. Best linebacker looks like it's going to be Taylor Bowden in his first year starting in the NFL. That's pretty awesome. DB, any Giants here? Kind of surprising, but we've been really hit or miss on picks, so I guess not too surprising. And Taylor Sanders. I can't remember if this is his rookie year or not, to be honest, but he's number 3 for best kicker. Okay. So we are looking to own all the awards this year. Pretty amazing. I'm really, really happy with the way this season has gone, of course. All right. So there's that. That will be this episode. We will, again, of course, play the next 2 games in the next stream. I'm really enjoying the season. It's been a long time coming. After 3 really tough seasons, only 1 playoff berth in those 3 seasons, we are looking to be a Super Bowl favorite. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for your time, as always.